All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Call and response, I like it. We're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Caroline Wilkins, and I have been the class supervisor for this class. We are coming to you today from Guide Dogs for the Blind on our beautiful Oregon campus. And I want to welcome those of you that are here in person, as well as those of you that are joining us virtually today. So whether you are enjoying this celebration here or online, we're so happy you're here. Whether this is your first, second, 30th celebration, we welcome you, and we're so happy to have you with us. I want to send a special hello to a young lady named Chantal Emanuele, and we hope to see you soon. Last year was our 80th anniversary, and we have much to celebrate. We're here today to celebrate 2 new guide dog teams, as well as applaud the generosity of all of those who helped make that happen today. So first, I'd like to thank our amazing puppy raisers, and you'll be hearing from some of those raisers here in just a little bit. We literally could not fulfill this mission without your dedication. You put your heart and souls into these puppies, and we are so thankful for all of the work that you have done. We know it's not easy. You do all the potty training, working through all the chewed up shoes, stealing toilet paper, things out of the trash. And so we really appreciate your dedication. And right when you get them to be good dogs, you have to bring them back here. So we know how hard that is, and we're so thankful for all of it. Thank you very much. And let's please give our raisers a hand of applause. Next, I'd like to thank our donors. Thank you for helping to provide these teams a lifetime of support for all of our teams at no cost to them. We don't receive any funding, so we also could not do this mission without our wonderful donors. I especially would like to thank Camille and David Jasny for their team sponsorship of one of our graduates today, Haley Agers and guide dog Neruda. So thank you very much, and let's give them a round of applause. Next, I'd like to thank our volunteers and employees. It really takes a village to fulfill this mission. Our volunteers are absolutely amazing. That goes for our puppy raisers. They do all of this in volunteer, as well as our volunteers here on campus. We have we have some longtime volunteers here in the audience that do foster care. They clean dishes. They'll take dogs for walks. They'll do baths, take clients to and from the airport. So they really are, the backbone of our program here. So thank you so much for all your time and effort. Let's give them a round of applause, too. I'd like to introduce our team of instructors today. You will see them both in just a little bit. We have I'm going to start with Hannah. We have Hannah Pettit, as well as Kai Wiese, and you'll see both of them a little bit later. Our third instructor is Emily Algranati, and unfortunately, she was unable to be with us today. Next, I'd like to share a short video about our mission. This video is audio described, so in addition to the narrator, you will hear a second voice that describes the scene in the video. Captions are also included, and so these inclusive features ensure that everyone can access and enjoy the video. Please enjoy.
Logos, Guide Dogs for the Blind and Guide Dogs for the Blind International.
Hello, I'm Noah Wiley.
A mama nurses a litter.
There's a special magic about Guide Dogs for the Blind.
Puppy bellies and wiggling tails.
Some might say it's the dogs.
Puppies squirm in a pile.
These courageous guides who change people's lives.
2 black puppies at a gate. Outside, a woman hugs her guide dog.
There's magic in the people, too.
A man walks with his dog. An older puppy licks a woman's cheek.
Like the volunteer puppy raisers.
Volunteers with puppies.
Who socialize and care for puppies in their homes.
Out walking in their neighborhood.
Encouraging them to explore new surroundings.
Riding the train.
And giving them love and guidance.
In the park.
To help prepare them to be a guide dog.
And in a group at the airport.
And when it's time, part ways so that the puppy they have raised can go on to change someone's life.
A team on a city sidewalk.
When dogs return to our campuses, our world-class instructors work their magic to maximize each dog's potential to become highly skilled, smart, and loving companions.
Instructors with dogs.
Teaching each dog how to safely guide someone who is blind or visually impaired through the world when they're at home,
Relaxing by a fireplace.
hiking,
On a forest trail.
visiting friends,
At a picnic table.
catching a plane,
Navigating baggage claim.
heading downtown,
In a city crosswalk.
across town,
Along a riverfront.
taking public transportation,
At a train station.
or heading to work.
Riding an escalator.
They will even disobey a command if it means keeping their handlers safe.
People with guides in their neighborhoods.
Those who are on the other end of the harness might say the magic is there, moving freely through the world with ease, confidence, and independence. Along the way, helping them develop new relationships, connect with new people, building stronger, more compassionate communities.
A group of people with their guide dogs in Chinatown.
We know there is magic in these partnerships.
A woman hugs her dog.
The bonds that are formed,
Another kisses her dog's head.
the places they
A
go,
group of people and guide dogs at the Golden Gate Bridge.
the dreams that come true.
A woman leads small boys on a walk with her dog.
It's in the care,
Playing in a yard.
the friendship,
A woman pets a dog.
the lifetime of love.
Lying in her lap.
It's the ability to live a fuller life without limits.
A woman scales an indoor climbing wall.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, you are part of an amazing community that works together to make these partnerships possible at no cost to our clients.
Vets give checkups.
A community that helps us care for the health of our dogs over their lifetime. A community that provides the necessary training to help prepare potential clients for the guide dog lifestyle.
Instructors with clients.
A community that gives children in our youth programs the opportunity to experience the magic of a guide dog, to see if having a dog may be right for them.
Children interact and play with dogs.
A community that makes dreams of inclusion, enhanced confidence,
Clients walk with dogs.
mobility, independence, and companionship come true.
A man with his dog on the beach.
That's the magic of Guide Dogs for the Blind.
Share an orange sunset.
And it's all because of you.
He hugs his dog. Blackout. Logos. Guide Dogs for the Blind and Guide Dogs for the Blind International. The light fades to black.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Hannah and I'll be introducing our clients and our dogs. This has been such a wonderful class with the most delightful dogs and people. Our first graduate is Haley Agers of Marysville, Washington. Haley received Neruda, a sweet male brindle Labrador retriever, raised by Kathy Hahn of Castle Rock, Colorado, and Carol Jones of Littleton, Colorado. Haley looks forward to returning home to her husband, 2 children, retired guide Farley, and pet dog Aspen. Neruda is Haley's third guide dog, and she looks forward to all the adventures that await them once they return home. Ready? I have it. Disclaimer. You want me to hold it?
Yeah, can you hold it?
Yes.
All right. I haven't even started talking yet. Before I tell a little story, I just wanted to say thank you to a couple people. To my family, my husband who held the fort down while I was gone. Hopefully took the Christmas tree down so that there's a spot for Neruda to lay. And to my 2 teenagers, Sydney and Braden, who are taking care of the other 2 dogs, hopefully, and really looking forward to meeting Neruda. And oh my gosh, to my sponsors, Camille and David, thank you so much, if you're watching this, for your generous and just so kind donations so that our team could be sponsored and I could go home with this amazing, amazing boy. To my puppy raisers, this is where I go. To Kathy and Stan and to Carol, thank you guys so much for your selfless devotion to these dogs, and we couldn't do it without you. Like, you guys did such a great job with him, and thank you for all the snuggles, because that touches me. That's what I need besides the guide work, and you guys did a great job at raising this amazing. Neruda is just so snuggly and so focused, and did a great job. So thank you so much for that selfless act, and I don't know how you guys give them back, but so grateful. To my instructors, who I love very much, so supportive. In times that I felt anxious and wasn't quite sure of myself, I just knew that there was no judgment, that it was all about just the learning. And we had great conversations. I know that I have forever friends now that I'm allowed. Oh my gosh, to my classmate, Steve, I learned so much from you. I learned to never give up. I learned to live each day with gratitude. I have never met a more gracious, thankful person than you. And the way that you speak to people is so kind and so gentle. So thank you for teaching me to live each day with a little bit more gratitude. And to my Chantal, if you're watching or if you watch this later, I love you so much. I'm sorry that you're not here with us today, but you have definitely taught me to laugh through the difficult times. We laughed a lot. And I know for you, honey, that the best is just waiting around the corner for you. So just be patient and hang in there, and I can't wait to hear what the rest of the journey looks like. I can't forget Caroline, the big boss lady. So much fun to just to get to know everyone, and everyone's personality is just so different, and they feel a different part of your heart anytime you're needing to like talk something out. And to the volunteers, to the dorm staff, this wasn't my original outfit, but the pants that I planned on wearing, Catherine made sure they didn't fit. So I will miss the food, but I am looking forward to getting home and cooking again. So I just wanted to share a quick story. This is my third guide dog, and although I didn't necessarily have expectations, so to speak, I did have like some thoughts in my head, and they were, I hope he's maybe not black because I've already had 2 black dogs. And I hope that he's not any smaller than 24 inches. And I really don't want a little dog. And I hope he has a really cool name. So they brought him into me on the first Monday, and they walked through the door. And I had sort of already prepared myself for this yellow dog. That's all the clothes I brought were black so that the dog would be seen. And they said, he's 22 inches. And I thought, oh. And they said, he's 51 pounds. And I thought, oh. And they were like, and by the way, he's black, but brindled. And I thought, oh. And then they said, his name is Neruda. And I thought, wow, 1 out of 4. That's not bad. Cool name. And the reason I tell you that is not because I'm proud that I felt that way. I don't feel any shame either because I think it's natural. But I think the lesson in that is to trust the process, to be open, because what you want isn't always necessarily what you need. And I found that out really fast. And as soon as I picked up his harness and went for a walk with him, he felt like home. He didn't feel new. He felt familiar to me. He has a lot of similarities to Farley, and I'm sure as time goes on, I'll find out those differences too. But I'm really looking forward to the next 9. Let's aim for 9. The next 9 years with him. He's a pretty fabulous, focused dog, and eager to get home. And I forgot a person, my brother. I knew I would. Scott, I love you. Thanks for coming all this way to get me, and looking forward to the drive home. Okay. Love you. Okay.
Hi, I'm Kathy. First of all, I want to give Hannah a certificate that says a donation's been made in honor of Neruda from our puppy club, Denver South Puppy Raisers, for a donation toward his harness.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Neruda came to us via air cargo, and so it's not like the puppy truck where you stand there and get hints of what the name are. It's just the paperwork's on top of the crate. And so Carol and I look at the crate and we see Nutmeg. Oh, that's a cute name. And then we see what? Neruda. What's a Neruda? I don't know. So we learned later that Neruda is Pablo Neruda is a famous, and I didn't know, famous Chilean poet. And so I actually have a picture in your baby book of him with a library book and Pablo Neruda on the front of it. And Neruda happened to have his mouth open, so he's looking at it like, whoa! So it's a perfect picture. So yes, he is a brindle, but he's very finely brindled. Some brindles are kind of chunky. So I like to refer to his brindle as his gold threads. And, when he's older, in 9 years maybe, he'll have some silver threads to go with his gold threads. So let me just look at my notes here a second. So his name's Neruda, and of course he had some nicknames. He had Rudy, Ruda. Let's see. Rudaroo. One not used too much was rutabaga. And, one thing Carol and I talked about was if Neruda was given the opportunity to speak to us and you asked, what is your name? He would say, my name is Neruda Goodboy. Because we both constantly were like, Neruda, good boy. Neruda, good boy. We said it to him constantly. He was a very easy puppy to raise. He's just delightful. I'm so thrilled that you have him, Haley. He does have some quirks to share with you, just so you know. He loves
He doesn't.
they're fun. They're fun things. He loves ice cubes. So if you have an ice maker in your fridge, and anybody rattles the ice, he will be there and politely sit and wait for his ice cube.
Farley are going to have to fight for that space.
Great, good. So, and he likes to lay under hanging clothes in the closet. And it was really toward the end of raising him that we discovered he did that in both of our closets. And all you see is a little nose and maybe a back leg hanging out. He's not messing with anything. It's just his cozy spot. So, and he likes to drink
More
from...
reason to buy clothes.
There you go, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thanks, Neruda. He likes to drink from a hose. So if you have plants that you're watering, just turn down the volume and he'll politely take a drink. And here's one more. If you shake your booty, he will shake his.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I'm not demonstrating it either. So anyway, you had told me that he'll be going to gymnastics meets for your daughter, and I've shared with you that he's been in the gym quite a few times with me at high school volleyball games. And he goes in and he looks around and goes, okay, I see where we're at. And he just lays down and goes to sleep. And my nephew was in the Colorado State Championship game. Now this was very crowded. And it was very loud, and people were stomping their feet, so our bleachers were rattling, and Neruda slept through it. It didn't bother him whatsoever. So, let's see. He's always affectionate. He'll always be close. He has fabulous recall, not that you're going to have to call him to come back to you very often. So, he's just the essence of sweetness. I think of him as an angel. And so now I don't want to make you cry, but here's the chorus of a song that reminds me of Neruda. And it's an old country song by Alabama. It's called Angels Among Us. And it says, I believe there are angels among us that come down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours. They come to teach us, or to show us how to live, and to teach us how to give, and guide us with the light of love. And I really firmly believe that Neruda is going to guide you with his light of love.
Wow, Kathy, I can't follow that. Yeah, he's wonderful, and we're glad that you have him. You're going to give him the love that we hoped he would get. And I just want to say he had the village to help raise him, because I took him to high school. Addenbrooke Classical Academy high school students helped raise him as well, and they are very proud of him, as we all are. So I don't have anything.
All right, our next graduate is Stephen Hurst of Canby, Oregon. Stephen received Tortuga, a handsome male yellow Labrador retriever, raised by Barbara Gunnison and Rin Cora Sweeney of Seattle, Washington, and Mary Lou Balasone of Seattle, Washington. Steve lives with his wife, Judy, who also loves dogs and adores Tortuga. Steve is a retired cardiologist and also worked at Disneyland. He didn't want me to tell you all this, but he sings in a barbershop quartet and enjoys listening to music and talking with anyone and everyone. Ready?
Hi there. I just want to thank, Haley did such a good job. I think she covered it, so I don't have to say anything. Okay, so, but I just want to thank Haley for the wonderful words that she said about me. I probably don't deserve them, but she is such a sweetheart, and I enjoyed every minute with, I was in a class with women, and I enjoyed that very much. But Haley, thank you so much. You are awesome. Anyway, I just want to thank, life is a journey. And to get to this point for me, it's been kind of amazing. And I realize that as you get older, like me, it's all about love and joy, and I have never experienced the love that I have found here at Guide Dogs. Everybody is just so loving, giving, understanding. It is just amazing. A lot of people will never have the opportunity to experience this, and believe me, it is one of the greatest experiences that I have been in, and I will cherish these moments that I've spent, these 2 weeks that I have spent here with all these wonderful people, from the nurses to my trainers to the people that serve the food, the volunteers. Everybody has just been. Can we give them a big applause? They deserve it. It is just an amazing experience, and I just, I want to thank, even the people that donate to these dogs, the time, the money, and the puppy raisers. The puppy raisers are, I met, they are just so amazing, and they do such a good job with these dogs, and thanks to them, I have the opportunity to see again, and I just want to thank you for that opportunity.
Hi, my name is Barbara Sweeney. I'm here with my children, Rin Cora and Gunnison. Rin Cora is actually our primary raiser, and Tortuga was our second dog, and we co-raised him with Mary Lou, who's here in the audience with us today. And so thank you, Mary Lou. She's raised many dogs. Tortuga's only our second dog. But he was absolutely a delightful and engaging and really friendly dog for us. He made us look good. He made it easy for he made it easy for us to really understand what it means to try and raise a dog, because we didn't have to do a lot of work. He just decided to do it himself. So thank you, Tortuga, because now we get to stand here and have this graduation and see this amazing pairing. We couldn't be more grateful. With Tortuga, the other thing that we really enjoyed was just his sort of bountiful joy. Everywhere we went, people would stop us and ask about him. He has a huge head. And it was one of those things that would stop people in their tracks, just because he's a gorgeous dog. He was attentive, joyful. His tail is always wagging. And he was just kind of a fun dog to talk about and to take around. So we appreciated that about him. But we don't have a lot of funny stories. Sorry, we're a little underprepared. Again, first graduation that we've been to. Our previous dog graduated during COVID. So this is a really special moment. But I can say that he also likes ice cubes. So there's that. But yeah, just Steve, we couldn't be happier that you and Tortuga are now a team. We really look forward to hearing about how you just go forward into the future with your new independence together, and how he does. And I would love to know if your quartet becomes a quintet, and how he does with that. So. He may. Anyway, thank you and congratulations, and we're so happy that the two of you are now one.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, I sort of spaced on this one very important message, which is that the Seattle Guide Dogs Club, so Tortuga grew up in Seattle, and the Seattle Guide Dogs Club has donated Tortuga's harness in honor of Dallas DeLay, who was a longtime leader of the club and has recently passed, and so this harness was donated in his name.
All right. And then I'll pass it back to Caroline for our guide work demonstration. And I just wanted to once again thank everyone for coming out and supporting our new clients and their new dogs. It's really been a pleasure to work with y'all, and I can't wait to hear about all your fun adventures. All right.
All right. Thank you, Hannah, for that lovely introduction of our clients. And now we are going to do a quick guide work demonstration with instructor Kai Wiese and guide dog in training, male yellow lab, Wolverine. So during formal training, our dogs learn most of the skills involved with guide work via clicker training. Their training entails communicating to the dog using that click that you're hearing now to let the dog know that the behavior they are doing is correct. The clicker makes communication much more consistent and timely than would food or praise alone. You can see he's very enthusiastic. So we start off by pairing food with the sound of that click. Once the dog understands that, once the dog understands that the click means food is coming, then we can pair that with teaching a desired behavior. For example, when the dogs are doing something like stopping for a curb or doing a down, they get that click and they think food and are likely to want to do that behavior again in order to get rewarded. So while in class, we do a workshop with our clients all surrounding clicker training. So Kai and Wolverine are going to demonstrate how their technique has been tailored for our clients to use to teach their dogs to find a bench. So Wolverine has already been taught to touch Kai's hand. And whenever he touches the hand, he gets a click and then gets food. Kai is now putting her hand on the bench, so he starts to understand that the new target is the bench and not just Kai's hand. So to get a dog to find targets, we use this method that we call back chaining. We start at the end goal, which is the bench, and then slowly, link by link, we increase the complexity of the skill by, by going further and further away from the bench. And you can see how this method of training really creates enthusiasm in our dogs. He's very excited to find that bench and is increasing the skill that we're looking for. He wants to put his feet on it. So by back chaining, we've simplified an otherwise complex task and making it both enjoyable for the dog and the handler. You can see Kai is also having a pretty good time here. So now Kai is probably going to try it with the harness. And you can see very quickly Wolverine is excited and has that drive to get to the target. And she's just, he's doing a great job for us this afternoon. He's showing that enthusiasm that we're always looking for when we're training these guide dogs. So she's just going to keep increasing distance. And she's also added in a command, find the bench. And we'll see if he can do it from a little further back. There we go. And there he goes. He found the bench. So this simple targeting technique can be widely used in our graduates' home area. They can apply this training principle to teach their dogs how to locate all kinds of targets. If you think about what might be out there in the world, ATM machines, crosswalk buttons, bus stops, all sorts of things. And both Haley and Steve had the chance to practice this while they were here in training. Thank you so much to Kai and Wolverine. And Kai will be hanging out. Kai will stick around a little bit after the ceremony concludes. If anybody has any questions, she'll be happy to answer them. So this does conclude our ceremony this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to make sure everybody is aware that our gift shop is open. And if you are aware of anybody that needs our services or would like to work here or volunteer, we are happy to have them. Please talk to any staff member that's here, or you can always check out guidedogs.com. Thank you very much, everybody.